Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be going through 20 reasons of why you should not start an Amazon FBA business. If you guys don't know, my name's Lamar and I'm a 7-figure e-commerce seller. 3 years ago, I started my business. I bootstrapped it, started with $0, and I've been able to scale to over $1 million in revenue with under 3 years. I'm here now trying to help you guys go out there and replicate the exact same success. Before we jump into today's video, I wanted to mention that I have 2 brand new courses that I just came out with. The first one is a complete step-by-step process showing you the blueprint, the exact process that I went through, helping you along the way so that you can go out there and replicate the exact same success. We go through everything from how to select an idea to how to get that product sourced and manufactured, how do you handle logistics, how do you get it set up and selling on Amazon. And the second course is all about Amazon PPC. So if you're interested in either of those, definitely click the link below and check them out. I wanted to take a moment here and just say that I'm in Barcelona, Spain. This is the first time that I'm here. I've been having an awesome trip. Me and one of my best friends came here to just explore the city, go to the beach, check out some tourist attractions. So I wanted to quickly just show you outside. So here we are, we're on like this little back alley street in downtown Barcelona. It's been pretty cool. One downside is the Airbnb, the AC doesn't work. So if I start sweating in this video, that's why. But I wanted to take a moment and just kind of to show you guys that, or tell you guys a little bit about that, because this wouldn't have been possible without Amazon FBA. I wouldn't have been able to be here, to have the freedom and the money to take vacations or take trips like this. We've been here almost for 9 days. You know, I'm my own boss. I'm able to work on my own hours and decide what I do and when I do it. And that's all possible because of Amazon FBA and this opportunity. But that said, in this video, we're going to be talking about 20 reasons of why you should not start an Amazon FBA business. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video because they're all going to be super valuable. And I think you're going to get a lot of great content out of this video. In this video, I'm going to be addressing your concerns, and I'm going to be specifically talking about 20 reasons of why you should not start an Amazon FBA business, or why this opportunity just isn't right for you. Reason number 1. I'm overwhelmed with all the things to do. This is really common even for myself. This is something that I struggle with. This is something that I see affecting a lot of my students, is that there's so many different things out there. There's so much information out there. You know, the Amazon FBA process, when you break it down into small little steps, there's not that many steps, but when you think about it as a whole big picture of all these things that you have to do, it's very easy to become extremely overwhelmed. Now, there's a phrase that's thrown around out there. It's called just-in-time learning. And this is super valuable to address this point, because really all you want to do when you're first starting out is just focus on that next step. Like, what is it that you need to address right now, today? Complete that, and then think about the next thing that you have to do. Don't get overwhelmed with all the information that's being, pounded, talked about, that you're being absorbed. You're starting a new business opportunity. There is a lot of information, but don't think about it all at one time. It's just going to overwhelm you, and it's not going to help you take action. Reason number 2 is my product could fail. Well, guess what, guys? Lots of products fail. Even the most experienced companies that have been around for 10s, 20s, hundreds of years, they launch products that fail. Google, Facebook, they come out with products that fail. This is just part of the process, right? So you can't be concerned with, oh, what if my product fails? Because the reality is your product could fail. My first 3 products on Amazon failed, and that's just part of the process. So you have to accept it, know how to, fall off your horse and then get back up. This is just part of the process of taking your own destiny in your own hands, becoming an entrepreneur, and then eventually hitting that successful product. You're not going to step up to bat for the first time and hit a grand slam. Reason number 3, you should not start an Amazon FBA business, is that my friends or family don't support me. This is actually a pretty common reason of not just to start an Amazon FBA business, but not to become an entrepreneur in general. And the reality is, most people out there, most of the people that you're probably talking to, most of your friends and family aren't an entrepreneur. So they don't have the same mindset. They're not thinking in the same way that you are. Most of them have a 9-to-5 job, right? So they're probably going to give you advice, or their mindset is going to be geared more towards a 9-to-5 kind of job, or working in a corporate structure. So you have to understand that not everyone that you're currently friends with right now might not be supportive of this new opportunity that you're about to embark on. And that's why it's also super important to surround yourself with people, with like-minded people, with a mastermind group that will support you. Reason number 4 is that you could lose a lot of money. Well, with any investment or any business venture or any opportunity where you're gonna end up making money, likely chances are you're gonna have to do some sort of investment. And with any investment comes risk. So the fact that you could lose a lot of money is there. However, there are methods and strategies where we can reduce our risk. And those strategies I talk about a lot. In fact, I bootstrapped my company. I started with just under $500, and I've been able to do over $1 million in revenue this past year. So it's completely possible to minimize the risk and still see those large returns. Will it take you a little bit longer to achieve those results? Potentially, not always, but the fact is that there are things that you can do to minimize your risk or minimize the amount of upfront capital that you'd be required or you could potentially lose. Reason number 5 is that you need a lot of startup capital. As I just explained, that's completely not true. Of course, now if you can come into the game with a couple of $1,000s, it's gonna help you get up and selling quicker, and that's a realistic expectation. However, there's still plenty of opportunity on Amazon, as I just explained. So it's completely possible to kickstart this opportunity with a minimal investment risk or minimal capital investment and still see great results. Reason number 6 is that there's too many Amazon sellers. I hear this a lot, that the opportunity is oversaturated, that the niches, there's too much competition on Amazon. And the reality is, yes, there is more competition than there was 2, 3, 5 years ago on Amazon. However, guys, starting any opportunity, starting any business is going to come with competition. You just have to know how to be better. You have to know how to innovate. You need to know how to provide better customer service. There's things that you have to do. You have to go above and beyond, provide that above and beyond experience for the customer so that you stand out from the rest of the competition. Competition is a good thing. It proves that there's a market. It proves that there's demand. If there's not competition within your market, that's a problem in itself, right? So the fact that there's too many Amazon sellers on Amazon really shouldn't stop you from this opportunity or looking at it. Number 7 is I've started too late and I've missed the e-commerce or the Amazon opportunity. This is a really funny fact, actually. Amazon now accounts for 49% of all online sales. Sounds like a big number, right? However, they only account for 5% of all retail sales within the United States. Guys, the e-commerce opportunity is just beginning. We're still at its infancy. Online sales are going to continue to explode. They're going to compound. They're going to exponentially grow over the next 5, 10 years. Guys, we're still at the very beginning of this opportunity, and getting in now is still early. Sure, if you could have gotten in last year, 2 weeks ago, that would have been a better time. However, there's no better time than right now, and now is the time that you have to start and jump in the Amazon FBA. Reason number 8 is that my product idea will get copied. Now, this is a legitimate fear for a lot of people. It's even a fear for myself. You put in all this time and effort into your product research, development, manufacture it, you launch it on Amazon, and then someone else knocks it off, someone else copies it. Well, unfortunately, that might happen. However, here again, there are steps that we can take. There are things that we can do to protect our ideas. And in addition to that, we need to be constantly building a moat around our business. We can't be reliant on a single product or 2 products or 3 products, right? We need to build a diverse portfolio of products so that in the event we are attacked by a competitor and one product listing goes down or gets copied, we have other revenue streams that are coming in for ourselves. And that's what's super important here, is that we can't be reliant on 1 or 2 products here in the event of getting copied. Number 9 is I don't have a proven path to follow, or I don't know what to do. This is super common. This was actually something that I struggled with when I was just starting my business, is that I didn't have a path to follow. I didn't have someone to kind of hold my hand along the way to help me along with the process or the journey, give me tips or advice, feedback on the direction that I was headed. You might be in a similar situation and thinking to yourself, this is one of the main reasons of why I should not, or I can't start an Amazon FBA business. And I'm here to tell you that there's a ton of information out there around Amazon FBA. You can follow my course, you can watch my YouTube videos. There's lots of other people out there in the space talking about it. There's enough of a path that's being provided. You're going to be feeling extremely overwhelmed, which we already talked about. And that whole path, that whole guiding way that you're looking for, or that you think that you need to make this opportunity a reality, is just not going to be there. Not to mention, everyone's business is a little bit different, right? Just because we're doing Amazon FBA together, it doesn't mean that your product or my product or the way that we're handling things, everybody's business is going to be different. We're going to make decisions in a different way. So even the most experienced people in the industry or in the business don't necessarily know all the intricacies of your own business. So you don't want essentially a fully lined out path action. You just want a framework, something that you can kind of follow. But looking for every specific step or asking for a proven path to follow just isn't reasonable. Point number 10 is, what if this takes a long time? Well, unfortunately, overnight successes are often not true, or a scam, or some other issue with the opportunity. And I'm here to tell you that anything good is going to take a long time. And you need to be prepared to put in the work and effort, the consistent work and effort over a long period of time. It's very unlikely for you to have overnight success, and you have to be willing to put in the long-term work and effort to make this a reality. Reason number 11 is that I am scared. Let me tell you, being an entrepreneur is scary. This is going to be a roller coaster of emotions. And quite frankly, it's challenging. You're going to be scared. There's going to be a lot of times, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of points in this process where you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be scared. You're going to be putting up your own money. You're going to have to leverage an aspect or a portion of your business and break into a new product category. You're going to have to take risk. That is the opportunity. Being scared is completely normal. You're going out of the status quo. You're saying no to the 9 to 5. That's going to be scary. You're taking your life, your dreams, your own opportunity. You're making this a reality for yourself. And that's not normal. So it's normal in result to be scared. Reason number 12 is that I don't have enough time. And you know what I say to that is that you make time for things you care about. If you want this badly enough, you can set aside an hour or 2 every day to make this a reality. Once you start seeing this work for yourself, you're gonna wanna dedicate more time to it. I would say at a minimum though, you wanna be putting in, 10, 20 hours a week. And if you can't find that time, then probably you're not gonna be able to make this opportunity or any opportunity work for yourself. If you want something badly enough, you have to be willing to dedicate the time to it and make it a reality for yourself. Reason number 13 is that your supplier rips you off. Now, this is a legitimate fear that you might have. I've felt this, especially working with many new suppliers for the first time. However, there are many things that we can do to safeguard our investment, or we can set up a contract. We can only put down 30% deposit and then pay 70% after the goods are produced. You can ask for references, you can do inspections, or you could do a tour of the factory. There's many things that we can do to essentially safeguard our investment or choose the proper factory or supplier that we want to work with. Number 14 is I don't know what product to choose. Let's say that you have a couple of products that you're thinking about launching, that you're thinking about selling on Amazon, and you just don't know which product to choose. Well, first thing is that congratulations. It sounds like you're in a pretty great spot because you have a couple of products to select from. And if you're in this position, I say pick one or two and just go with it. You've done a lot of the hard market research, and now you just need to pull the trigger and jump in there. The reality is that there's always going to be some level of uncertainty before you dive into that market. You're never going to feel 100% about a specific market. There's always going to be some level of uncertainty. And you just have to get comfortable of working within that level of uncertainty and breaking through that, pulling the trigger and making the plunge and saying, this is the product that I'm going to go with. And then you're going to launch that product and learn from that experience. And if it fails, it fails. Then you go and you launch the next one. Like I said, my first 3 products failed on Amazon FBA. And you have to be prepared for that. And the only way to break through that, the only way to get used to that is to launch more products. You need to launch products, learn from those mistakes, and then launch again and not give up. Reason number 15 is that import taxes are too high. And this is specifically coming from suppliers, located within China. Now, this is an economical impact that takes place on your business. And I'm here to say that it's affecting everyone. Everybody in this space got hit with these tariffs. Everybody gets hit or impacted with economical turns or the economy, right? These are affecting all businesses. Now, you can choose not to source from China. There's plenty of other countries out there that produce very high quality products, or you could source locally from your own country. However, these issues aren't unique to your business. These are impacting all e-commerce businesses, and they're impacting them all equally. So then therefore, it just levels the playing field. Your business is not special in the fact that it's getting impacted and someone else's business isn't. Everybody in your same product category is getting impacted in the same way. Reason number 16 is that I've found a product, but I'm not passionate about it. And I say, if you found a product and you think that it's in a good category and you've done your market research correctly and you think that it's a good opportunity, launch it. And launch it even if you're not passionate about it. Because the reality is you just don't know how that market is going to react. And at the end of the day, this is going to be a massive learning experience for yourself. I've made many pivots in my branding, in my products. My brand has constantly evolved with every new product that we launch. We've initially launched in categories that we've exited from, and we've had to go into other categories, and the brand continues to evolve. And if you asked me if I was passionate about the first 2, 3, 5 products I launched on Amazon, I'd tell you absolutely not. However, I'm passionate about the process. I'm passionate about the experience, and I'm passionate about learning and continuing my growth as an entrepreneur. And this is just a stepping stone in getting me there. And that's why I encourage you guys to do the same. Reason number 17 is this the right business opportunity for me? If this is the first time that you're hearing about the Amazon FBA business opportunity, then maybe this isn't. Maybe you're just here, you're watching this video and you're getting some interest. You're just curious about the opportunity. You're just starting to learn it. There's lots of business opportunities out there. However, I would say that e-commerce is exploding right now. This is becoming a massive opportunity and will continue to compound just years to come. Not only is this a great business opportunity, it's very easy to start and it's very easy to scale. The skills that you learn from being involved in e-commerce are extremely valuable. If you've been thinking about Amazon FBA and you've been doing a bunch of research on it already, and a lot of signals continue to imply that this seems like a good opportunity, if you're getting a lot of triggers saying, oh, this is low capital investment, I'm easy to test markets, I think I can make this happen for myself, then you probably have enough information, and the missing piece here now is taking action. What's holding you back is probably fear, and you're confusing that with the sense of, is this right? You're starting to second guess yourself instead of take action. I'm here to tell you that that's a completely normal feeling. You have to push through that, and you just have to figure out for yourself what risk or upfront capital requirement do you feel comfortable making, and then pull the trigger to get involved and see what happens. Reason number 18 is that I don't have the perfect product. I like to live by a quote here, and it's, if you're not embarrassed on your first version or the first time you launch your product, then you've waited too long. Now, of course, we don't want to throw out a completely terrible product, but the point here is that no product is going to be perfect when you go and launch it the first time. You need to do the best you can to get it out there, to release it into the market as quickly as you can so that you can get real customer feedback. And then you want to go through an iteration process. You want to continue to make improvements to your product and to your process so that each time that you do it, you get better and better at it. And if you've waited, or you wait until you feel that you have the perfect product, and I'm telling you, you've waited too long. And the reality is that that feeling never goes away. You need to get comfortable launching products that feel are a little bit early. This is a completely normal feeling. Every entrepreneur goes through it. Or I should say, every successful entrepreneur goes through this exact same mindset. Reason number 19 is that I can't find a mentor to help me start my Amazon FBA business. Now, this is a challenge. As I said, if your friends and family don't support you, finding a mentor will likely be hard. However, it's not impossible. Guys, here we are watching YouTube. You're watching my video online. There are so many online communities, so many people willing to help. Here I am offering you guys advice. I'm trying to help you guys start your own business. There's lots of other people out there that are willing to help. If you join my course, I also have a mastermind community in there. Lots of people sharing ideas, sharing tips, strategies, tactics. You can replicate the exact same success. My point here is you might not have or be able to find a mentor within your local community. However, you can go online. You can start a small mastermind group. You can join Facebook groups. There's plenty of resources out there that are now available that you can find to help you along this journey. And last but not least is reason number 20 of why you should not start an Amazon FBA business, and that is I am not creative. And whether it's creative or copywriting, and whether it's design or Photoshop or taking images, doesn't matter. The point here is that it's unrealistic for you to be an expert in every aspect of your business. What you're going to have to do is outsource certain tasks. You're going to have to do some self-reflection on these are the things that I'm good at. These are the things that I can accomplish for myself that I can do. And these are things that I can't or that I'm going to need help with. And then you need to go out. There's tons of online websites. There's tons of marketplaces where you can find top quality talent for relatively inexpensive prices to help you complete those certain tasks that you're just not comfortable or able to do yourself. It's a completely normal thing. We outsource things all the time in my business, and it's something that you're going to have to get used to doing for yourself. So there you guys have it. Those were 20 reasons of why you should not start an Amazon FBA business. I also hope that I offered some counter arguments there or help to inspire you and see that while these are 20 reasons that will prevent you from starting an Amazon FBA business, there's also 20 reasons there of why you should push through that feeling and realize that that feeling is absolutely normal, that everybody else out there is going through or thinking very similar things. And if you want to take this opportunity for yourself, if you want to break out of your 9-to-5, if you want to diversify your income, then these are just common steps, common things that you're going to have to work through for yourself to grasp this opportunity. Now, if you guys got value out of this video, please hit that thumbs up button or drop a comment below. And don't forget to check out my 2 courses where I help you build and scale a 6 or 7 figure Amazon e-commerce business for yourself. And I'll see you guys on the inside. Peace.